You obviously have your ticket by now.
I don't, Mike, but by the time the drawing is happening, I will have my ticket. That's on my plan for later today. Taking a look at our full forecast here, Storm Prediction Center does still have a portion of Kern County, mainly eastern Kern County, with the risk for thunderstorms into the afternoon and a good portion of the Golden State as well, as we are expecting another surge of monsoonal moisture here through the afternoon. But the good news is we're not anticipating widespread activity. You can see on Futurecast most of the activity for today stays outside of Kern County, although it's not out of the question to see a couple of pop-up showers or isolated thunderstorms in the mountain or desert neighborhoods through the afternoon. The National Weather Service does still have the flood watch in effect until this evening for eastern Kern County, including, of course, the KRV, the Tehachapi Mountains, and the entire Kern County desert under this flood watch here until this evening. Around 6 p.m. tonight is when it's set to expire. Again, if we were to develop any isolated thunderstorms through the afternoon, those bring along with it some brief periods with heavier rainfall. So flash flood concerns are still something we're monitoring. So we'll keep a very close eye on the radar for you into the afternoon. Good news here on our temperatures into the afternoon, or into the later part of the morning rather. Not too bad here by the time you're getting into the office. Around 82 degrees by 9 o'clock this morning, warming to around 90 by 11. On track for exactly at the century mark into the afternoon here in Bakersfield, right at 100 degrees. 80s and 90s for your Wednesday in our mountain and KRV neighborhoods, and 90s over in the desert. Also good news for our winds. Yesterday, as you know, very busy with those strong winds that pushed in. Bakersfield even gusted as high as 34 miles per hour yesterday. The wind direction is pretty typical. Not going to get any downsloping winds coming from the east, so that is some very good news. That typical breeze will hang on in some of our mountain and KRV neighborhoods, but calm winds are expected in the valley today. And the extended forecast also has some good news. A cooling trend is being set up for us here through the weekend, and all signs point to us hanging on to some cooler temperatures into early next week. Overnight low temperatures dropping into the 60s, and daytime temperatures this weekend and early next week in the low 90s. Very good news for us, even a touch below our seasonal average after several days, as you know, quite hot here in the valley. Now outside of Bakersfield, you'll see those very minor rain chances, about a 20% chance for passing showers or isolated thunderstorms for today in the mountain and desert neighborhoods. Lingering activity still possible, only around a 10% chance for Thursday, but everybody cooling off rather nicely through the weekend. Conditions set to calm down. On track for a beautiful weekend here across Kern County.